of life. A desolate land is a land thirsty of farmers, and because we know how important farmers are to every nation, that's why we reintroduce to you the Voice of the Farmers. Voice of the Farmers is a media brand that celebrates, educates, and promotes farmers with constant trainees and guide on how best to be a successful farmer. We also link farmers to the right markets to sell their produce and to the right marketers. Voice of the Farmers is active on Facebook, Instagram, and Thread at Voice of the Farmers. We are also on YouTube at Voice of the Farmers TV. For more inquiry on how to link up with Voice of the Farmers, please call 0907 872 8228 or 0706 662 8752. Voice of the Farmers. We celebrate, educate, and promote farmers.
Yes, we celebrate, educate, and promote farmers. Good morning, wherever you are watching us from. My name is Garuba Fisolumide. When it comes to anything agriculture, when it comes to Voice of the Farmer, that is what I do every time. You know, what we do here is we celebrate, educate, and promote farmers. And today, I have behind the studio, let me say in the studio with me this morning, and that is the overall best farmer in Lagos State for the year 2024. You know, it's not just a joke now. So she did a lot of job, and that was what made her worthwhile to win the award this year 2024. So she's at the back end in the studio with us here, which she'll be talking to us about how was the journey so far and what is our vision maybe for what she just won, what are the next things she's going to do, and how she has been able to cope, and what are the things she do that make her to be exceptional and worthwhile to win the award. Now I'll be going straight to her because she's at the back end already. She even came earlier than what I expected, but now she's with us in the studio. Yes, she will be talking to us about the journey so far and how has been the journey so far. Yes, for the sake of people that are just joining us, that are just watching us for the first time, this is Voice for the Farmer, where we celebrate, educate, and promote farmers. And this morning we have in the studio with us Mrs. Olagunju Olaitan, which is the overall best winner. That is the best farmer in Lagos State for the year 2024. Good morning this morning, ma.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How
Yes,
are you
for the sake
doing?
of I'm very fine, ma. For the sake of people watching you for the first time, or probably they are meeting you for the first time, I would love you to introduce yourself, ma.
Okay, my name is Olagunju Olaitan. I'm the CEO of Focused Reality Farm, and I'm into agriculture, pure agriculture, real agriculture. So I will be talking to you on my story, sharing experience, and a lot. So thank you for inviting me to this morning.
Okay, thank you very much, ma. I love the fact that you said what you do is agriculture, and that is why you won the best farmer for the year 2024 in Lagos State. Now, let me just ask this question. How do you feel when they called your name? I think that was last week, Wednesday, that yes, Olaitan Olagunju, you won the best overall, not even in Epe, not even in Ikorodu now, overall, that is the Lagos State. So how do you feel, ma?
Well, I feel so amazing. I feel doing more and more and more in agriculture.
Okay. Now let me start with this. Now let me start with this. Do you go to school? Probably maybe when you're in school, do you study agriculture, or how do you even find yourself doing farming activities?
Well, that is a long story, but I just need to chip in some things.
Okay.
I went to College of Education, firstly. Then immediately after I finished from College of Education, I have an opportunity. That's when they are doing the Agri Cares program through
Okay.
Dr. Bashorun and the present Oba Oniru Olawan Lawan. So I have opportunity to just drop, as in just enter the program, which is Agri Cares. And
Okay.
I think it was a 6 month program. Then after the program you do internship of another 6 months before I gain my admission to uni learning. So I just from there I just developed the passion for agriculture. So I study agriculture, agri production in uni learning. But all these things is just before the my school studying
Okay.
agriculture. I think my passion is from that training from agri yes program they did. that's where I get my passion from.
Okay, thank you very much for that. And I want to say a very big thank you to Lagos State government for continuing with that program. I think it's not Agric Years again, and it is called LAB, because I am also one of
Yes.
the beneficiary of the program in the year 2023, which I went there to also acquire knowledge. It's a practical session where people need to learn about different value chain in agriculture, and it's a good one for Lagos State government there. I hope if other states can also emulate or imbibe this art, it's really going to assist us in the agric sector. And I also want to say it's a good one talking to someone that come from my alma mater too, because I'm also a product of University of Ilorin too, but I study telecommunication science, so that's a good one. It's nice meeting you again. So I love the fact that you got inspired after you did this 6 month program, which is called Agric Years, and I think that is a good one from you. So now, how has been journey been so far? Like, how do you started with livestock, or you started with crops? So how do you start that journey? Is it like you started at your backyard, or you own a farm? So tell us the story so far, ma.
Okay, I after the training, we have a very long time because after the training, the government supposed to give us money, to settle us and all those things. But we have a long vacation after the training, so I just look at it that I have the passion for agriculture, and I don't even want to work for anybody after my training. So I decide to stay in a pair in Greek years to in Lagos State Institute to
Okay.
just to be practicing some things. So initially, I will when I want to start, I have to walk around. I will just write my name and my number inside a sheet of paper, and I will just go to around Aja Lekki side, and I will be giving people, oh, this is what I do, this is what I do. That is
Mm,
after the training. Oh, okay,
mm,
I am an agriculturist. I do this, I do chicken, I have watermelon, all those things. So that's where I started from. And
mm,
after that, when people were asking me, oh, can you deliver 20 bags to us? Can you give us bell pepper? Can you give us watermelon and all those things?
mm,
So
mm,
initially, I would just buy from people producing, and I
mm,
will resell to them. I think that's where I started from. So at a point, I have to, collect 50 bells, which is a pack of, chicken, raise and sell, do backyard and, farming. I was doing and vegetable and sweet corn. I would do it
mm.
inside sack. Then the thing encouraged me to do more and more all the time. So that's where I started from.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Ma. I love the fact that you started small and now you are growing bigger, which is a good one from
Yes.
you. So I think it is going to be like something that will inspire our youth as well. That it is always good for them to start small, then they think big as well. So you don't need to say, okay, I want to have maybe a plot of land, or maybe I want to have an acre of land. You can just start even at your backyard. And according to what you said as well, you started by going to different places, writing your name, telling them that this is what you do, and at least from there, markets come. They will ask you that, can you
Yes.
supply this? Can you do this? And I think that is a good one from you, which is a good one. Thank you very much. So let us just go on this short break. We'll be right back. Just hold on for us. We'll be right back.
Thank
E
you.
pass wetin you go just break, e comot, e chop, abi you soak garri. Yes o, coconut e pass chop chop. Coconut na one fruit wey everything for im body plus even the shell e get important use. You sef no know ba? Na why you gat to patronize TUJ coconut products. TUJ coconut products na 100% from coconut. Talk about coconut oil wey dem dey use treat arthritis, coconut oil for cooking, coconut flour, coconut chips, coconut swallow, coconut oil, cold press and hot press, plus all the coconut products wey you dey find. Our head office dey number 12 Adebowale Caroline Street off Winner Street, Aradagun, Badagry. We also dey deliver for anywhere for inside Naija abi outside Naija. All you need to do na to call us abi chat us for this number 0806 475 4853 0806 475 4853. Abi make you follow us for all our social media pages at TUJ Coconuts. TUJ Coconut Products na chiamo for different better coconut products where you find.
Yes, welcome back from that short break. In case you are just joining us, this is Mrs. Olagunju Olaitan, the overall best farmer in Lagos State for the year 2024. And she's sharing her story, how she started. She made us understand that she started from her backyard after the training she did, that is Agric Years, which is now Lagos State Entrepreneurship Program now. So I want to use this medium to say a very big thank you to Lagos State government for continuing the program, because it is something that's really changed the mindset of our youth in Lagos State, for them to know that yes, there's something you can take out of agriculture and you can make money from agriculture as well. So now let me go back to you. You know, you started from the backyard and now you are where you are now. So can you tell us some of the challenges you faced so far in your journey? So I know agriculture is not something that is very easy. There will definitely be some challenges. I think maybe sometimes you have mortality in your broiler or some things. So can you just share some of your experience when it comes to challenges in the agri space?
Well, as you know, agriculture is very challenging. As a lady farmer, I've gone through a lot of things about the poultry production, the crop production, and when you have when you have passion for something, you cannot give up.
Mm,
That's
mm,
just what is there. I used to tell people, the younger ones, that anything you want to do, any field you have, just make sure you fall in love with what you are doing. Me, I fall in love with agriculture. I love agriculture for the fact that even if I'm not, I love giving back to this society. I love feeding the nations. I love, giving, put food on some, on family table. So I think it's a passion. So when I have a lot of challenges, I just look at it and move on. For
mm,
example, when there was a time we have a lot of mortality in broiler production, and I just look at it, oh, that the money has gone. So I don't, I want to thank the Ministry of Agri too, because they always support our business, as a
mm,
young lady. And also, I will run around doing some other things outside, bring the
mm,
money back to agriculture.
mm,
For
mm,
example, I can go do catering job, and that money I'm still bringing into agriculture, because
mm,
it's something
mm,
I love. It's something I love doing. If people did not buy clothes, people will eat. So I
mm,
just love putting food on people's table. I love
mm,
feeding people. So by that, when you have challenges, we have challenges of disease, pests, and all those things, a lot of challenges. But when you have passion for it, you will know how to handle all those things. So I think
mm.
it's fine by me.
Hmm, hmm. Yes, thank you very much for that. I love the fact that you said if people don't buy clothes, definitely they will buy food, they will eat. So, and you have that passion is what is keeping you going now. It's not about just the challenges, because no business, every business has its own challenges and every business has its own risk. So, I'll be going straight back to you now. Someone asked a question at the comment section, say, how do Lagos State government support? I think we are going to talk about that one later. So now, what would be your advice to young farmers that are just coming into the business? Probably they just started something, even if it's at their backyard. So what would be your advice to them as someone that has been in the business now?
Okay, my first advice to the younger farmer is they should have focus for what they should have focus. They should know where they are going. When they have passion for it, it won't be difficult for them. They should have this
Mm,
mindset that, oh, I'm going to achieve this. I want to feed the nation. I want to do well in my business. So if they have the passion for it, they won't have any problem. They will not
mm,
have everybody, even in the mix of all the challenges, they will still, do well. They will still perform well. So my advice is they should just, fall in love with what they are doing, and they should just keep moving.
mm. Okay, now I have a question for you, Ma, from the comment section. Someone said, how have you been able to cope with the high cost of feed? Do you use ready-made feed or produce feed yourself? Did you hear the question very well?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay,
yes. Well,
okay, Ma.
I buy ready-made feed. I don't produce myself. And
Okay.
when you have there, another thing I want to say is, when you are doing agriculture, you must have a time, your personal time for it. You must, be devoted for what you are doing, because a lot of issues, are happening. with the workers, with the disease. But when you are there as a profession, you will know the right thing you want to do at the right time.
mm,
Agriculture
mm,
is not what you will leave and just say, oh, I will check back later. You must be on
mm,
farm to checkmate everything you are doing.
mm,
Because,
mm,
for
mm,
example, now we are buying feed. If disease, for example, in layers production, when you want to have disease, you will see it. It's not all the time. Maybe the birds have been sick for the past 1 weeks. You will know what you want to use and all those things. So you must monitor it very well. As everything is expensive, feed is expensive, but notwithstanding, you will still make profit on it when you get it right.
mm, mm, mm,
So I
mm.
think that's where I don't have. I'm always on the farm. I monitor all my produce, and my
Mm,
workers knows that. Oh, when I'm in the farm like this, I work like I don't say. I may not even have time to eat because I want to get things right.
mm, mm.
So we are
No,
still coping. At least it's fine, and government too is supporting. Sometimes they will give us meals. Sometimes they give us fertilizer. Sometimes feed. So they are really trying for farmer. Lagos State government is really trying on agriculture.
mm. Okay, yes, thank you very much. I want to believe that answers the question that Mr. Damilola Akifenwa asked, that how are you coping? Now, what she said is that she also she buy the ready-made feed, and everybody knows that it's expensive, but what she does is just that she makes sure she monitors our farm very well. She was always on ground. She don't leave everything to our workers to do, and that is why no matter how expensive the feed are, she still gets again, she still get the result from what she does. So someone said, that is Mr. Emmanuel Ayodeji Adenaye, said a well-deserved award. She has always been a dedicated farmer. Yes, thank you very much for that. So
Thank
Mr.
you.
Kifewa asked a question again. He said, what is the marketing channel like, as the market tend to determine the prices? Now he's asking about the market. Now, how do you sell your produce? Like, is it like the market that will determine the price that you're going to sell, or how do you go about that, ma?
Okay. Well, I think I will still go back to my story. Before I started, producing, I've already create structure my business. I have a storehouse in Agege. I have a storehouse in Ekpe. That okay, if because in for example, let me use egg as an example. There was a time that you always have gluts, and
Mm,
all these middlemen people will just come and be dictating price to you. You're supposed to sell your eggs for 3,000. They will tell you they want to buy 2,000 naira. So when you have market, me, I do everything. If they want to buy in farm, it's fine. If I will take it to my store, I will add transportation to it. And by doing that, I have different channel for my produce. So
mm, mm,
I don't really have issue on on sales. There was a
mm,
time, let me use broiler as a sample. There was a time I was doing grilling, I was doing roasted chicken, I was doing a lot of things with my chicken.
mm,
So this one that somebody will just walk into the farm and just be telling me you want to buy kg of chicken 1,000. Before you know, I will process. We process. I will deliver to eateries. I will deliver to to families directly to the consumer. So I have a lot
mm,
of channel for my produce, and it's really helped me. It's really, even
mm.
as at now, I don't have space for new customers.
Customers.
Yes.
Mm, mm,
So it's really helped me. I have structured my marketing and this thing from the beginning. So that's what really helped me.
mm. Yes, thank you very much. I think people are learning something from this conversation now, because some of our poultry farmers, these are some of the things that they don't do, which is giving them issues. Now, according to you, now you said you don't even have a space for new customers. That means you have not been able to meet the demand from your old
Yes.
customers as well, which is a good one for me, because now that means you have markets already. You can even produce even more because you have people that want to buy it. So I think if you are watching
Yes.
us or you are just joining us, this is Mrs. Olaitan Olagunju, that is the overall best farmer in Lagos State for the year 2024, and she also won even the crop farmer as well. So we'll be talking about the crop now because I don't know. I was like, she won the best farmer and she even won the best crop farmer as well. I was like, I think that is a good one from. So now let me talk about the crop aspect of it now. So which crop do you grow? How do you go about them? So which crop do you grow?
Okay, we do bell pepper, we do sweet corn, we do watermelon, we do yam inside sack. Uh,
Hmm,
we don't have a lot of products.
hmm, hmm, hmm,
We do a
hmm.
lot of product. Well, we use irrigation most time for them.
Okay,
Irrigation
okay.
system for because for example the sweet corn it needs water regularly. So
Hmm.
we have a structure for all those things already.
I think that's a good one. To be sincere with you, it's a well-deserved award because look, listening to you, I can see you know what you are doing, and definitely you understand the business very well. So now let me ask this question: now, what is your future ambition? Now people have spotlighted you, and they've identified you to be the best farmer in Lagos State for the year 2024. So what are your future ambition for the business that's your agribusiness now? So what do you intend to do? How do you intend to even do more when it comes to agriculture?
Okay, my number one is want to I think I would need to expand on my farm. I will
Mm,
expand. I would like to collaborate with government, even in
mm,
training more younger ones. Because I must tell you, I started as the lady when I was small, and since then I've been enjoying this agriculture. So I would like to
mm,
train more and more younger ones. We have we do teenager empowerment foundations. We have a teenager empowerment foundation where we train the teen on agriculture. We have some of them that will just give tank, collapsible tank. You can just stock 50, fishes for them just to encourage them. So we'll do more. We want to do more in expanding, in collaborate with governments, in training more youths, more
mm,
teenagers on agriculture. So that's my
mm,
goal, and I would like to feed more nations, put food on people's table. Because when
mm,
agriculture, when there is food, there is life.
mm, mm, mm. Oh, yes, thank you very much, Ma, for that. Now, I have a comment from Mrs. I don't know if maybe this is a man. Yes, I think she should be a woman now, Kehinde Grace. She said, wow, this is a well deserved award. She deserves so much more. Yes, thank you very much for that comment, Ma. So now let me just go straight to you. Now, will you take us through like a daily routine on your farm? Now I think people need to learn from this. According to what you said earlier, that okay, you are always on your farm, and anytime you are even on your farm, sometimes you even forget to eat food or something. So I want you to take us through a daily routine on your farm. What are the things you do every day on your farm? What are the things you do every day on your farm? What are the things you do every day on your farm? So I want you to take us through a day. Like let's say, okay, today, what are the things you do every day on your farm? What are the things you do every day on your farm? What are the things you do every day on your farm? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I think the network
Yes,
is bad.
I said you should take us through a day on your farm. What are the things you do every day on your farm? What are the things you do so that people can learn from it as well and see what are the things they can also emulate from what you do, ma?
Okay. Number one, when you get, I will use two examples. For poultry production, first thing when you get to farm is to check your water. So check your water, because in poultry production, water is very, very important. Even if
Hmm,
there is no food, water is very, very important in poultry production. So you first pump water, look at is water coming out from their nipples, and after that you have to check the birds all around. You look at them, are they healthy, are they looking well, you check everything. Then after that, after check everything, you feed them. True, you still wait for some times to check them again. Are they active? There are some signs you will see. when the birds are active. They themselves, they are, even when they see you, they are happy, they are excited.
mm,
The birds are just like baby too. When they
mm,
see you coming, they will be flying, they will be as if they are happy. So you check
mm,
them, you see they are okay. If they are not okay, if they are not doing like their normal one, there is something happen. So you have
mm,
to check them. Then after checking, you will still we will go to farm like 3 times, 4 times in a day, because in the morning we check, we feed. In the afternoon, we will still go back there and rub their feeders, check the water
mm,
again, look at them again. Then after that, in the evening, we will still go. We check everything again. Then we pick our eggs. Then after that, you make sure their litters is not the litter is free, is not piled up. So all those things are very important. And in broiler production, you my workers stay in the farm for broiler production, because in broiler production anything can happen at any time. It
mm,
might be the
mm,
cause of heat, small heat. You just have a lot of mortality. So my workers for broiler production stay, sleep, eat inside that farm. They are
mm,
there throughout, because
mm,
broiler production is a very special aspect in production. So they don't leave farm, they don't leave that place at all. They stay there permanently, except they are off. So because heat can cause a lot of things. Small heat like this, we have mortality. If they don't have water, is another thing entirely. Broiler heat a lot, so they
yes.
must be on ground. They must be on ground. And for crop production, in the morning when you get to farm, let me use sweet corn as a sample. You give them water, you pump water for them, so that the water will be dropping small, 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 small. Then if you have any what's it called? Any If there is weed, you make sure the weed and all those things. So and what's it called? Crop production does not have much issue like that, except you have disease and pests.
Mm,
But
mm,
in poultry production is a very aspect, and in fish production too. When you get there in the morning, you look at around. Maybe there is no all this ijalo stuff there, so that you can free them, or anything you want to do. You first check around, or anything, any predator or anything. You first check the around of the pond. Then after that, you feed them. If there is anything, we are using an active pond. So we
okay.
don't have much. Yes, we are using active pond. We don't have much challenges, except the water is dirty. You have to flush out and pump another water inside.
Mm,
And before you know, if you are going for table size, in the next 6 months you cash your money. If you are going for
mm,
lunch, in the next 3 months you cash your money. So
mm,
all the aspect is sweet.
mm,
I don't really have challenges, because I know what I'm doing in that farm. I love
mm.
agriculture. I
Okay.
love
Yes.
agriculture.
Yes, thank you very much, Ma. I love the fact that you take us through what you do, and I want to believe people will be able to learn one or two things from what you said. We have another comment from Sheun Taiwo. He said, well deserved award, more achievements there. I'm proud of you. Thank you very much for that comment. So I want to ask this question, and it's going to be as if maybe I'm putting you on the spot now. Let me say you do crop, you do fish, and you do poultry. Which one do you love most?
I love everything. I love
Mm,
everything. Crop is, sometimes it's not even about what you are gaining from it.
mm, mm,
That's how me I look at it. It's not about, but for me, putting food on people's table, I love that.
mm, mm.
Even sometimes, if sometimes I may plant, for example, let me use yam as a sample. I may plant yam and I may put it on top of
Hello, I think our network is somehow poor. Okay, we
I
can
will
hear
use
you. We can hear you
everything.
now.
Yes, I'll just use, because I love it. I love it. But the one I love most is broiler, because our broiler we do just 6 weeks.
Hmm.
It's table size. We just
I think the
Just
network is not too
two.
good from our own end there.
Okay, can you
Okay,
hear
I
me
can hear
now?
you. Yeah, I
So
can hear you
product
now. I can
production
hear you now.
is very good because 6 weeks, that's 1 month and 2 weeks. You are cashing your money already.
Hmm.
Then the mortality rate is low. Sometimes we
Hmm.
may not even have up to 2% mortality rate. And my
Hmm.
money is back to me. So I start smiling. So I
Hmm.
love
Hmm.
broiler production. I love crop production. Layers too is fine. But the only thing in layers production is, you need to, we will take day old. We start from day old because I don't
Okay.
encourage buying 14 weeks or 16 weeks because I don't know what they've done in that process. If it is
Hmm.
me that raised it by myself, I know that vaccination is complete, their drug is complete. I can feed them well
Hmm.
because I'm the one that want to stock it.
Hmm.
The
Hmm.
only
Hmm.
challenges is the feeding aspects because you have to feed them for like 3 months before you start seeing your egg. But all the aspects is amazing.
Hmm.
All the aspects is amazing.
Yes, thank you very much, Ma. I love the fact that at the end of the day, you let us know the one you love most. And I know the reason why you love it is because of the money aspect, monetary aspect now. Because in 6 weeks, you start catching out from broiler.
Of
And now,
course.
Mr. Damnola Akinfenwa also acknowledged to that. He said, broiler is very interesting. Oh, he said, in 6 weeks, you get your money. Now, I know Mr. Damnola to be a farmer in Fiditi. He does broiler production as well, so which is a good one from you as well. So now, let us start rounding up the show because I want to thank you for your time, for giving us time at least to talk to us about what you do on your farm and how you go about your daily routine on your farm as well. So now, what would be your parting words? Like, what would be like, okay, your message to your fellow farmers? Now you are like the superstar now in Lagos State. That when it comes to farmers, now people will be looking up to you, and I think from now people will start calling you and asking you that how have you been able to do this? How have you been able to do that? So, what would be your message to farmers that are also doing well in their space, and how do you want to what do you want to tell them?
Okay, I would love to say a very big thank you to the organization, the radio station, and then my supporters and co people. Thank you so much for inviting me for this program. And I would like to encourage all farmers. Farming is not easy. It's not easy. There are a
Hmm.
lot of challenges inside. But when you continue, you will see the results. Even for the
Hmm.
fact you are feeding your family and you are still feeding another family is something. And I pray that the Almighty God will favor you too. So
Hmm.
just keep producing. Let's grow together. Let's continue feeding the nation, and God will help us. Thank you so
Hmm.
much.
Yes, let me read out this comment before you go. Someone, I think is a farm. I think he said, Medio Farms. He said, our celebrity farmer, our role model, and a pace setter in the agricultural sector. We love you and we wish you more success and more awards. So, Kinde Grace said, thank you so much, Ma, for sharing with us more wins by God grace. So, I think this people that probably they have been following you and they know what you do. So, I want to ask for this because we would also love to visit your farm and come and see what you do, at least for people to see that yes, this is a virtual interview session. So we love to come to your farm and also see what you do and see how we can also project you as well for people to learn from what you do and also for people to see. Will you allow us to do that, ma?
Of course, you are free at any time. You're welcome.
Okay, ma. So thank you very much for your time. I want to appreciate the fact that you give us. It was yesterday that I reached out to you, and definitely you reached out to us. So someone said, "Are you on social media platforms?" That's a question
Yes.
from the comment section.
Yes.
So can you tell us your social media platform? Probably people can also follow and join you there.
Okay. On Facebook is Focus Farm. On
Okay,
Instagram is Focus_Focus 2 Farm 2.
okay, okay,
Yes. So that's my
okay.
social
Now, can you
media.
call it again? Facebook, you said Focus Farm.
Focus Farm. Yes. And
Okay,
on
Instagram.
Instagram is Focus_Farm 2.
Okay. So, Mr.
Yes.
Adamilola Akifenwa, I think that answers your question. So, we are going to be rounding up the show now. Thank you very much for coming on board. We like the fact that we celebrate you because that's what we do at Voice of the Farmer. We always celebrate our farmers and also try to recognize their hard work. That is what they do. So, thank you very much, Mrs. Olaitan Olagunju. Thank you very much for coming on our show. I know till next time that we're going to meet in physically, maybe anytime November. So, Thank you very much for coming on our show. Till I come your way next time, my name is Garba Afisolumide once again. I say bye-bye and God bless.
Thank you.
E pass wetin you go just break, e comot, e chop, abi you soak garri. Yes o, coconut e pass chop. Coconut na one fruit wey everything for im body plus even the shell e get important use. You sef no know ba? Na why you gat to patronize TUJ coconut products. TUJ coconut products na 100